Hi everyone, I'm Ben, and today we're going to learn how to talk about your job in English. This is perfect for beginners who want to speak confidently about their work. Talking about your job is very common in everyday conversations. You might meet someone new, or talk to a colleague, or even practice English with friends. So today, I'll show you step by step how to do it easily. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us make more content for you. Alright, let's dive in. The first and easiest thing to say when someone asks you, "What do you do?" is your job title. For example, you can simply say, "I'm a teacher," "I'm a designer," "I'm a doctor." You can also say, "I work as," if you want to sound a little more formal. "I work as a teacher." "I work as a designer." And if you work for yourself, you can say, "I'm self-employed." It means I'm my own boss. Let's imagine someone asks me, "Ben, what do you do?" I can say, "I'm an English teacher, and I create content for my channel." See? That's simple and clear. Next, sometimes people want to know where you work. You can say, "I work for a marketing agency." "I work in a small company." Or if you're self-employed, "I work for myself." Now that we know how to say our job title, let's talk about what we actually do at work, our responsibilities and daily routine. When someone asks, "What do you do every day?" you can answer by talking about your tasks. For example, "I prepare lessons and teach English to students." "I help customers with their questions." "I manage social media for my company." Another useful phrase is, "I'm responsible for." For example, "I'm responsible for planning the classes." Or you can say, "My main task is to make learning English fun." Imagine someone asks, "Ben, what's a typical day at work for you?" I can answer, "Every morning I check my emails and prepare lessons. Then I teach students until lunch. In the afternoon, I have a few more classes and sometimes attend meetings. I usually finish around 4 p.m. See how we use "a typical day at work looks like" to describe our daily routine? It's very simple and natural in English. Here are some other useful phrases you can use. I usually start work at 9 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m. I take a short coffee break in the afternoon. I usually have lunch with my colleagues. Quick recap. To describe your daily work, remember to include start and finish time, when your day begins and ends. Main tasks, what you do most of the day. Breaks and interactions, coffee breaks, lunch with colleagues. This makes your description complete and easy to understand. Now let's talk about your work environment. This is where you work and what it's like. You can start by saying where you work. I work in an office downtown. I work from home. I have a hybrid job, so I work some days at home and some days in the office. I work outdoors, like a park ranger or construction worker. Next, think about the atmosphere at work. Is it formal or informal? Formal workplaces usually have rules, and you might wear a suit. Informal workplaces are more relaxed. You can wear jeans or casual clothes. Imagine someone asks, "Then, what's your workplace like?" I can answer, "I usually work from home, but sometimes I go to the office. The atmosphere is informal, and my colleagues are friendly and helpful." Here are some useful words to describe your workplace. Boss, the person who manages you. Co-worker, a colleague you work with. Client, a customer or company you work for. Team, a group of people working together. Deadline. A time by which you must finish a task. Open space. A big office with many desks, no separate rooms. Flexible hours. You can choose your start and finish time within some limits. Quick recap. When talking about your work environment, remember to describe where you work, office, home, outdoors, atmosphere, formal or informal, colleagues and team, friendly, supportive, small or big team. This helps people understand your daily work life and makes your English sound natural. Now let's talk about something very personal, job satisfaction. This means whether you like your job or not, and what you enjoy or don't enjoy about it. To start, you can simply say, I love my job because it's creative. I like my job because the people are friendly. I enjoy my job because it's challenging. Imagine someone asks, Ben, do you like your job? I can answer, yes, I love my job. I enjoy teaching and creating content for my channel. The best part is interacting with people and helping them learn English. Sometimes there are parts of a job we don't enjoy as much. You can say, sometimes my job can be stressful. The part I enjoy least is editing videos. I don't like doing repetitive tasks. Even if there are challenges, you can end on a positive note. It can be stressful sometimes, but I love my team. Sometimes it's hard, but I enjoy learning new things. Quick recap. To talk about job satisfaction, you can mention, do you like your job? Love it, like it, enjoy it. What do you enjoy most? Teaching, helping people, being creative. What you enjoy least? Stressful tasks, repetitive work, technical problems. Positive note. Even if it's challenging, show the good side. Talking about your job in this way makes your English sound natural and personal. Now let's talk about your past jobs and experience, and then look at the future. When someone asks about your experience, you can start with past jobs. I used to work in a small company. Before this, I worked part-time at a coffee shop. I used to be a salesperson. Then you can say what you learned in these jobs. In my last job, I learned a lot about customer service. I learned how to manage a team. I learned how to communicate with different people. This shows your career path and skills. Think of it like telling a story about your jobs. Imagine someone asks, Ben, where did you work before? I can answer, I used to work as an English tutor for children. I learned a lot about teaching and helping people improve their skills. Now I work creating content and teaching online. Next, let's talk about future goals. What you want to do next in your career. You can say, in the future, I'd like to manage my own YouTube channel full-time. I want to become an expert in my field. I want to improve my communication skills. And don't forget to mention your dream job. My dream job is to travel the world and teach English in different countries. My dream job is to create content that inspires millions of people. Quick recap. When talking about past and future jobs, you can mention past jobs. I used to work. Skills you learned. I learned. Future goals. I'd like to. Dream job. My dream job is. Talking about past experience and future goals makes your conversation complete and interesting for others. Now that we've talked a lot about our own jobs, let's see how to ask other people about their work. This is very useful for real conversations. The most common question is simple and direct. What do you do? After they answer, you can ask follow-up questions to keep the conversation going. Do you like your job? How long have you worked there? What's the most interesting part of your job? What is a typical day like for you? These questions help you learn more about someone else and make the conversation more natural. Imagine I meet someone new. Hi, what do you do?
I'm a graphic designer.
That's great. Do you like your job?
Yes, I love being creative and working with clients.
Interesting. What's a typical day like for you? See how easy it is to ask and follow up? This is friendly and natural English. Quick recap. When talking to others about their work, remember these questions. What do you do? Do you like your job? How long have you worked there? What's a typical day like for you? What's the most interesting part of your job? These questions will help you start conversations and practice English naturally. Wow! Today we've learned a lot about how to talk about your job in English. We talked about job title, how to say what you do, responsibilities and daily routine, what tasks you do every day, work environment and atmosphere, where and how you work, job satisfaction, what you enjoy and what challenges you face, past experience and future goals, where you worked before and what you want to achieve, questions to ask others, how to start a conversation about work. Remember, the best way to get better at English is to practice. Try to describe your own job using the phrases we learned today. And now, I want to hear from you. What's your job? Or if you don't have one yet, what's your dream job? Write your answer in the comments below. I love reading your comments and connecting with you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends who are learning English. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!